Hi, good morning everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. If you guys joined us yesterday, then you know we had a very big vet procedure, and I figure everyone definitely is going to want to see and check in with our Simba. So please take a second, share this, tag your friends and family. I want to make sure everybody who wants to have an update on Simba can have that update. Hi, sweet boy. Hi, kiddo. Oh, it's the first time I'm seeing him, so I don't want to overwhelm him. Hi, kiddo. Oh, we still get some chuffs. It's good to see you up and moving, bud. Whoa, careful. We still a little bit drunk. So if you guys joined us yesterday, you know that Simba Tiger was seen by Dr. Justin. He was sedated for a medical procedure. He was also neutered, which we're really hoping will help with his behavioral issues and his aggression towards certain keepers and, chewing on his tail and feet and things like that. So you can see that he's up and moving. He's still a little bit wobbly. So for a bit, Simba will just have access to this section that you see him in here, as well as he can walk through his tunnel, and he has access to this whole section over here, including his feeding lockout. He did take his meds, and he eagerly ate his food this morning, so he's doing well. He's just a little bit flip-floppy with his feet. I will say that we are a little bit concerned that Simba may be quite a bit older than maybe what we were told. When he arrived in 2019, they estimated him to be roughly around 10 years old. But with seeing his up close with dental as well as his eyes, he has one eye in particular, and I logged it on Tuesday when I was volunteering. When I saw him that morning, it looked very foggy, very blue, very cataracty. And so his blood work also threw up a couple flags, so we sent it out, and we have not gotten everything back yet. Dr. Justin wants to wait till we have all the results to see the pieces of the puzzle. The other thing that concerned us is that he was very, very slow to wake up from sedation, and you normally see that occur in the much older cats. So, it's one thing when you times a cat's age by 6, that's what they'd be in human years. So once they get into their teens, which we were roughly estimating Simba to be about 13, which we will be celebrating him here soon, but I don't know, he might be a little bit older than we think, and we are also waiting on the biopsy results from the mass that was in his ear. That could also maybe explain his blood work, so we're not jumping to any conclusions at this point. He did wake up, he is being mobile now, but he did sleep in his transport like a good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy, buddy. So he slept in the transport all night long with Aria and Kimba watching over him. Marie said that Kimba looked very concerned this morning for Simba, and that he just looked kind of sad. And so I'm thinking he's probably like, oh, been there, done that, buddy. I did that last week. So Kimba was neutered last week. Simba was neutered yesterday. So, yep, just send some well wishes and good vibes for our Sim. Make sure that all of his results come back okay. But he is awake and he is doing well. And he's pottying. He was very, very eager for food, so that was a good sign. So he will not have access to his beloved pool for 10 to 14 days. He will continue on some medications, and we're just going to keep him calm and happy. He'll be on the daily sickle list. He will be getting snacks and an increased diet. Otherwise, he's doing well, so I don't want to crowd him for too long. It was a busy morning over here with Aaron and Jamie getting him out of the transport and getting everything moved around. So he will just need to rest and relax and recover, and it's a very long potty over there. Gonna have to get used to how all of his parts are working again. So thank you to everybody who donated yesterday on his live feed. Today we are technically celebrating Max Tiger's honorary birthday. Hi, kiddo. Hi. Ooh. Oh, very nice, sweet boy. That's very nice. Oh. What shirt are you wearing? Your Project Beast shirt? Oh, because mine's my Tiger Lily. That's hilarious. Oh. I just looked up and we almost match. I guess I should turn this around and show everybody. So I'm also in navy and the same blue color, but I have black pants on. That's hilarious. He's doing good. He's a little drunk every time he walks through the tunnel, but he's, I guess this is where I lay now. But yeah, he's doing good. Eagerly ate. When I first pulled up, he was laying in lockout, licking the plate, so. He just rubbed on the side, like, really sweetly, which he doesn't usually do that to me, so it must be the sedation.
Yeah, going crazy at me right
yeah, he has not barked at you. Yeah, I came up very slowly and he was chuffy, so, but I was getting ready to leave because I'm like, I think he's had enough activity this morning. Yeah, good job, Simmers. You keep waking up. I guess Marie said that Kimba looked very sad this morning as he stared over at Simba in the transport cage. And I was like, bless his heart. Simba was the last man standing. Yeah, he was the last man standing. So he's like, oh no, you joined the neuter club. Oh boy, so let's go check in on him too. Great minds.
I almost didn't grab a hoodie, but I know towards the end of the evening it gets
yes. Yep. Exactly. I had it on because when I'm on my golf cart and it actually has zoom to it, I feel cold. So when I'm out walking around, not so much. Hi, Jazzy. Where's your neighbor? Where's your neighbor? I know, you have one less boy to torment now. One less boy to torment. Guess you just have to keep it for the keepers. This is Jasmine. Still very much in heat. But another one bites the dust. All 3 of our male tigers are now neutered. So we'll check in with Kimba really quickly, and then I want to go see Kali, because Kali is Simba's neighbor, and she did witness everything go down. Hi, Bud. And then we'll work our way out to Max Tiger, who is officially the birthday boy of the day. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? So we got a bit of some devastating news last night for Big Cat Rescue and all nonprofits that are affected by it. For years now, we have been promoting the Amazon Smile program through Amazon. And it was this amazing program where you just shopped like normal and you got to choose us as your nonprofit. And they sent us 0.5% of your purchase as a donation. And we were notified that that is going away. And I cried. Like we need another hit like that financially. Donations have already been down, and donors and things like that have had a lot of changes in lives, and we understand, we really do. But gosh, that puts us in a rough place. So very devastated to learn that we will no longer be benefiting from that program. This is Kimba. Kimba's our youngest boy. He was neutered last week. Hi, cute boy. Hi, cute boy. You're still such a cute baby face. Oh, he was coming to see Jasmine. Jasmine lurking around over here. So, yeah, that's a huge bummer. They sent pretty much everybody, nonprofit-wise, got this big sob story email. And then my mother participates in that, and so she forwarded me what they sent her as a customer, explaining that that was going away, and I just lost it. So unfortunately, as one of the sole fundraising people here, where that's like the biggest aspect of my job, is to make sure these cats have enough money to live their life as best as possible, that's a pretty big blow. So I apologize if there's a whole lot of asking for donations, even more now, because that was a pretty significant chunk of money that we have received from them over the years that is now just straight up disappearing. So, there's Jasmine laying in her tunnel. Kimba will eventually get to come through this tunnel and to the other side when his cleaners come out. If you guys just joined in, you will see that we did already check in with Simba Tiger, so we will, you'll have to rewatch this. I don't want to go back over and bug him too much. Let's actually see where Aria is too. So I'll give you guys some random updates that was discussed. Now these are always preliminary plans and we don't always get to stick to those plans. But I can tell you, so for right now, Aria is down here in all of Max Tiger's bubbles. It's just a matter of finding her. But while we're down here, it sounds like this front section right here with the swimming pool for Max and Marianne, they already have a pole in the door, and that is because Victor and Jamie are going to start work on building a nice big platform right here on this corner for the man, Mr. Manny, who's way down there right now. Manny will be moving to Max and Mary Ann's football field sized enclosure with this swimming pool, and we'll be building him a big platform there and making it Jaguar friendly. And then that means Max and Mary Ann are actually going to be moving down to, I don't know whether they are going to have the areas of the enclosure that Manny has, or if it will be Jinx's enclosure. Regardless, both of those enclosures down there are hooked up to Funcation. So right now the big goal is getting as many of our cats, our small cats that hate being transported, stresses them out, it stresses us out. We are able to shift Bobcats down to that end, which is kind of like a throwback for me, because when I first started out here, we called the area where Jinx and Manny have been living Littleback, and that's because it was all Bobcats back there. Lots of little cats back there. So anyway, the goal is to get Max and Marianne hooked up to Funcation so that we never have to put poor Marianne in a transport ever again. It takes the whole experience away for her, and if she could just walk there, that would make her and us a lot happier. So that will be a switcheroo coming soon. And the other goal is, if you guys recall, Nikita's old enclosure behind staff office has an Explore camera. It has been on highlights for ages because there's not a cat in there. And so the plan is for them to remove that Explore camera and replace the Vacation rotation camera. Apparently we've been waiting on parts or pieces or a new camera or something for a very long time. it's not happening fast enough. Here, we're gonna go see Max, so I'll show you his sign. But they will be moving every single Verkada camera and Explore camera from that empty enclosure. Explore camera will go out to vacation, and the Verkada cameras are going to be moved to Manny's new enclosure. So the plan is that Mr. Manny will have 3 cameras on him when he moves. So then that means whoever goes into Manny's cage will still keep the camera or the 2 cameras that he has, the one on the pool section and the one by the feeding area. Hi, Aria. You are impersonating Maxie. Oh my gosh, Amanda posted the funniest photo a few weeks ago of Aria laying underneath Max Tiger's photo on the side of the cage, and it was like Aria and her fake ID. It was so perfect. It's really funny. So anyway, that is the plan for Manny. So Manny, Max, and Marianne switcherooing. I believe the other one that they have talked about moving back into that area would be Flint and Nabisco. That would give them so much more space. They are still 2 of the youngest, friskiest Bobcats. They would be getting a massive, oh goodness sakes, oh my goodness. They would be getting a massive upgrade in size. Yes, but that could change. They might switcheroo some others. The goal had been to hook up Smalls and Filmo and their enclosures to Funcation as well, so that they didn't have to be loaded up. I do not know if that is still happening or not, but yeah, so Mr. Manny will move, Max and Marianne will move, Flint and Nabisco may move. Might be building more tunnels. Goodness sakes, Aria. Goodness sakes. You're so crazy. You're so crazy. You're so crazy. This is Aria in heat, everyone. Rubby, roly poly. This is why it's always fun to watch Max Tiger come home from vacation, because Aria has been in every square inch, rubbing and rolling and soaking and doing all the things. I figured since everybody really enjoyed the photo that I did of the tiger paw print comparisons from last week, now that I have all 3 of the Guatemala boys prints, I will take a photo of the 3 of them next to each other so you guys can kind of gauge that. I'll probably put my hand in it too so that you can kind of see. So I'll post that later on my public Big Cat Rescue page. Right, honey? You're so sillies. You're so sillies. I'm gonna go see Kali here in a minute. Melissa, Max and Marianne have been said to like water, more Max than Marianne. Really, small cats in general don't love it. The Servals are kind of the ones that seem a little more interested in water. But yes, apparently when Max was younger, the whole reason that they were up in that big enclosure where Cyrus is now is because it had those multiple waterfalls and the pools and all of that. So, most Bobcats don't like water, but they're very capable of doing anything related to water. They can jump way over the puddles. They can swim through heavy currents. They can do a lot of things with that. So I don't know if they will be the ones to get the enclosure with the pool or not. But in Max's younger years, apparently he was quite the water bug. All right, let's stop by and see Kali if she's out. She was earlier. Yeah, she's still visible. Check in with our old girl. And we'll go see Max Tiger, and that's where we'll wrap it up for today. Weather permitting, I'll see you guys on Sunday for a little bit. I think Lisa might be doing a special song that day as well. from what a little birdie told me. There's our Kali. Don't want to startle her or make her feel like she needs to come over. Just have our Zen moment with her. Especially because she has her little tongue out. That's a full belly tiger right there. This is Kali. Kali is our oldest cat on property, oldest tiger, 22 years old. So precious. Your tongue's gonna get sunburnt. Thank you very much if there's been any donations on this live. Oh, are we twitchins? That's how you know you're in a deep sleep. Precious lady. Hi, baby. No. That sweet belly right there. I don't know if you guys missed International Tiger Day last year. Jamie made a really cool design that featured all of our current tigers, and then we repurposed that design, and just instead of it saying International Tiger Day, it just says Tigers of Big Cat Rescue, and that is available on a lot of different things at bigcatrescue.biz. People are always like, I want something with this cat, I want something with this cat. Well, that's probably the greatest design ever because you get all of our beautiful tigers on it. I'm regretting the sweatshirt right now. She picked a great sunshine spot. Sweet lady. So it does sound like... Oh, goodness sakes. Hi. Hi, honey. Oh, goodness, you woke up so quick. I've been here for a little while. Honey. You woke up very quickly. I was going to say, it does sound as if Victor and Jamie are removing the Explore camera from the empty enclosure today and installing it. I know, you got up so quick. Now it's time to turn over. Get the other side some sunshine. Oh, baby. You must have had a dream that woke you up in a fury. So Max Tiger is currently in the roof section, which is kind of a blessing for us because when he goes on vacation, I mean, he already does this in his home enclosure, but especially on vacation, none of the rest of us exist at all. And I love that for him. I'm actually usually amazed when there's a cat such as Aria, who has been through some of the worst with neglect. But when you think of the circus boys, I think of abuse, like physical abuse and being beaten into submission. And I just don't know how somebody comes back from that. I really don't. So to see Simba kind of as, lackadaisy as he usually is, Kimba, how intense he is, but Max is just solely like checked out generally. So when he gets to go and do the 2.5 acre vacation rotation and just gets to tell us that we just don't matter and he does not have to see us hardly at all except for breakfast time because he snubs us at PM meds. I'm happy for him on that. I think that's a good thing. So Max is currently in the roof section of vacation so that Victor and Jamie can safely install the cameras. or replace the camera, I should say. That should be occurring today. Hutch does have merchandise at bigcatrescue.biz. All you have to do if you're ever looking for any cat is you can either go to shop categories, shop by cat, and then pick your species and then pick your exact cat, and it shows you everything. Or, hi mister! Or you just go to the search bar and you type in Hutch Serval, and anything and everything available for him will pop up. There's our Maxie. Let's see if he's gonna tolerate us. It's just for a little bit, buddy. Hi. Hi, kiddo. It's just for a little bit. Hi, mister. Oh, no, I didn't want you to go nowhere. Those are good chuffs, though. Those are good chuffs, though, misters. So hopefully they'll work really quickly and then you can go back out. So he's in the roof section in 2 of the sections because they need 2 doors down between him and them. So I'm sure he's gonna keep a close eye. Happy birthday, Maxie. Yes. You're giving us the gift of all the Max Chuffies. All the Max Chuffies. You leave something on your plate? The ickies? The icky stuff from the bunny? Hi, handsome. I know. I love you too. I like getting the attention from you. Short and sweet and pretty rare. Nice breeze today, buddy. It's a nice breeze today, Bubs. So you can see the anxiety kicks in with him pretty quickly. Yeah, I know, buddy. I always, the amount of amazing chuffs that he gives when he is close kind of cracks me up because he reminds me of and I'm this type of person, like when I'm in an awkward situation or I feel really anxious or like elevated, I have like a nervous laugh, so, which I'm probably doing right now. So I tend to giggle or laugh when I'm feeling, I mean, I do it for all kinds of emotions. I'm also one of those people that will cry at any emotion, happy, sad, angry, whatever. But I picture him and his chuffing as being like a person with nervous laughing. He's like, if I just keep chuffing at you, you'll go away and this will end. Right, buddy? Yeah. I know, sir. So we've seen all 3 of the Guatemala boys on this live. We checked in with Simba at the beginning. We checked in with Kimba, who you know exactly a week out from his neuter. So sooner than later, he'll be getting access to his pool area again. Are you being a very good supervisor? I walk over and show everybody what you're looking at. So, bigcatcams.com. That is the page that has all of our cameras listed. And yes, we have had nothing but issues, especially after 2 back-to-back hurricanes. We are well aware that many of the cameras are down or flow to highlights all the time. So, right out there, well, right now it's Victor fixing a golf cart. He's not inside the enclosure yet, but right in front of him is where the Explore camera is. And so the plan is to take the one out of an empty enclosure and install it over there. So always a million maintenance things going on. And while we always have to do things involving the cages first, we know the cameras are very important to everybody staying connected to us and to the cats. So bigcatcams.com is where you will find a list of the cameras, and you can keep checking them out to see if eventually all of them are up and running. Linda is asking if all 3 of the Guatemala boys are declawed. So we knew when Simba Tiger arrived, we had been told that he was front feet declawed. So he did not have claws on his front feet, and we verified that yesterday. It also made his toes kind of a different shape than the other 2 boys. Max and Kimba are both fully clawed. So they were not declawed. I don't know. My guess is they were planning or were using Simba as something of a more dangerous situation where if he swiped with his front paws, somebody would be injured. So idiots like that think that if they remove the claws, it'd make him less dangerous. So who knows what they were using Simba for. He could have been riding around on some stupid vehicle or, you know, whatever circus tricks these dumb people want to do. Whereas Max maybe was more subdued or less dangerous in their eyes. I don't know. Kimba was so young that they essentially didn't probably have enough time to determine if he was gonna need declawed or not. They beat him senseless to get him into a transport when ADI went in to confiscate the cats. So yes, and so that's a myth. Who just said that? Janet is bringing up Simba climbing trees. So yes, I've argued with so many people out here because they're like, there's no way Simba has to have claws. There's no way he's climbing these trees and, you know, look at all the scratch marks on the trees in his enclosure. And I'm like, I have witnessed him climb, but he does it with his back feet. He's got the power and strength to hug with his front end, but his back claws are what's going to get him leverage. Now the marks on the trees, Simba is doing that with his teeth, and I have seen it and heard it, and it is horrible. So that is that is how Simba functions. And yes, he's fully declawed. We showed it yesterday on the vet. Only on his front 2 feet. He does have back claws. Bless his little heart. You know, all 3 of the boys were limping when they arrived here from Guatemala because they'd all been raised with horrible nutrition. They were eating chicken feet as their main diet. What the heck even is that? Like, I don't know how these people live with themselves. But they grew up inside of transport cages no bigger than a queen size bed. So their spines are crooked and their gaits are off, and, you know, shoulder issues and foot issues. And we haven't even seen how bad it could get the older that they get. So that's why your donations are so important. We've probably got a long haul. These boys are middle-aged compared to, you know, what we see a lot in the sanctuary world, these big cats living into their 20s. When Max and Simba arrived, we were told they were about 10. We're thinking Simba may be older than that now. Max might still be his estimated age. And Kimba's obviously definitely pretty young, so I think he's probably the most accurate age that we're aware of. So, well, I don't want to keep him in a tizzy. He'll lay down and relax as soon as I'm not here. So, one more happy birthday. One more happy birthday, buddy. We'll feature Max all day on Instagram. Please consider donating or sponsoring any of the 3 or all 3 of our Guatemala boys. Ooh, say thank yous. You're welcome, buddy. We love you. All right, guys. Well, thank you for everybody who joined in. If you missed any of this live, please rewatch it. We start out with Simba Tiger and an update on his vet procedure yesterday. And we saw quite a few tiger neighbors today. If you want to learn their bios and really the full story of where these guys came from, they're all listed on our website, bigcatrescue.org/catbio. And you can rewatch this live here on Facebook when it ends, or head over to our YouTube channel, bigcattv.com, Q&A with Brittany. Oh, and it sounds like Deb is manually posting these lives over on our Twitter and our LinkedIn. So 2 more places for you to find it and catch up. So thank you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, your week, your weekend, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, everyone.